everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now, 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sports. It's the Broncos going up against the Steelers.
Larry, despite the elements, these fans here in western Pennsylvania, they wouldn't dream of missing this one as you get a look inside snowy Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Second and goal from the 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. Boy, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to fire one deep open. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a good gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? That's the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. This is Charkandrick West. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7. Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And a solid run down inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Bell. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Now Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A good pickup there at 22. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team.
First and goal here from the 2. They come out here in the I. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And that'll make it 13. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. Carry heading left. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. 3-19. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! Blue Lightning! On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Going to give this time to the tailback. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now running right through it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. Remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Looking right, and they'll get him down right about the 20. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll drop the throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Bud Dupree able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. 3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dimes. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on. Come on.
Fine. And he puts it through. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A gain of 6 there on first.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this third down play takes place. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They go play action here on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 32. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's complete to the tight end, Hireman. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden, with it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a handoff as they run left side. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's brought down. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Detroit! Set! Gun! Hurry up, here we go!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, 30 yards. And the Broncos are in for 6. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right? And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's got it to West on the dump off. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
These two. Let's go. Two. 30.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Well, so much of playing quarterback in the snow comes down to trying not to do too much. You got to just keep telling yourself, throws downfield we've run every day in practice all year. But guess what? They suddenly become more difficult. And this one gets away from him and winds up an interception.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And they're going to have a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. C.J. Anderson of the game. He gets it here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Here we go. Like 30. 31. Middle. Back. Keep these two.
On third down, Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. No gain on the play there. Second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Cameron Hayward. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. And the back goes into motion.
Easy, easy. Hurry up, let's go. Check safety, check safety.
So that'll back him up 5. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game.
Here we go. 180. Check, check. Go back, go back. Hey, hey. One day. Under front. Stick, stick. Watch the eye.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Von Miller. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. To the 40 and no further. So the broken tackle didn't get him much. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger.
Here we go. Move, Birdie.
He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 7 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Back to throw. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? You got to get it to the sidelines, get out of bounds, and preserve clock.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 42 yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And am I seeing this correctly? They brought out the field goal team here on 1st down. This to get it back to a 1-score game. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. One thing rookies need to learn at this level and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
A handoff as they run the counter play. Bulldozes past him, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. They go to a knee here, and with that, it's on to the AFC title game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on